Why are many Nigerians happy about the United States of America's intervention in the internal security crisis in Nigeria? Should any nation be glad that a foreign military is coming into their nation to intervene? The big answer is no. Capital no. But then, why are many Nigerians happy? Yes, before I tell you why many Nigerians are happy, let me quickly tell you about the risks that is involved having an external military in your country. First, loss of sovereignty. Once foreign troops enter, national control over security decision is reduced. The second one is hidden agenda. Foreign powers act in their own interest, not in the interest of the country they are going to. The third disadvantage of having foreign military troops in your country is civilian casualties. You see, when advanced weapons are used to strike, it often leads to collateral damage. It could lead to several losses of lives. Another thing that is so dangerous having foreign military troops in your country is long-time occupational risks. What starts as an assistant can turn into years of foreign military presence. It might look as if it's just like Donald Trump will say, swift and swift. It might just be as if it's just going to be something short, but it is going to be a long time process. Radicalization. Foreign soldiers on local soil can strengthen extremist propaganda and boost recruitment. It weakens local forces. Dependence on outside discourage reform and capacity building of national militaries. This one is the most fearful among all the reasons, is proxy warfare. The country can become a battleground for global power. You see, when America are trying to come in, and America and China are not in good time, or Russia can also try to come in. So it can be like a proxy battleground. America and Russia can use Nigeria to be fighting themselves, to be exercising their military muscle here. So it's a risky venture. Another one is economic damage. War zones scare investors, of course. You know that. It also disrupt trade and it destroy infrastructure. Now let's look at the historic evidence of military intervention and how it has ended up. You see, historic evidence, Iraq, Libya, Afghanistan, and part of the Sahel shows how intervention often creates more instability than it solves the real problem. So these are some of the reasons why having foreign military boots on ground is not mostly encouraged. But the thing here, why many Nigeria are happy about having the troops on ground, you see, there is this desperation for safety among communities. Communities under constant attack see any strong external force as a last hope for survival. When there is repeated attack and there is no way help coming from anywhere, they now look for any source of help that will come and help them out. Then another reason why Nigerians are happy is Nigeria are having this perception that US is a very strong military capacity. They view US as technologically superior and disciplined and effective against insurgents. Nigerians see US as a powerful nation that can solve their problem. That's that perception from the Nigerian. And then another thing why Nigeria are happy is Nigeria have lost trust in the government. They believe that foreign intervention will just be the perfect solution to the pending insecurity in the country. Why are most Nigerians happy? They are frustrated. Frustration with negotiation policy. Some feel dialogue and amnesty with terrorists have emboldened criminals rather than stop violence. Then symbolic deterrence. The presence of US force is seen as a strong warning that could scare terrorists and bandits into retreat. Now, another belief is Nigerians believe that in intelligence support. They believe in intelligence support. Many think US surveillance drones and intelligence sharing could quickly weaken insurgent network. Then another reason why Nigeria are so excited about this partnership is influence of social media narrative. Online content often portray US intervention as a quick fix, reinforcing public optimism. You see, the narrative always push out there, always say US is the quick answer, quick fix. So is some of the reason why Nigeria are just looking up to this US come as the savior. Historic memory. Past US back operation against terror group elsewhere are seen rightly or wrongly as a success story. You see, most US intervention in other nation tends to appear very successful. That's the narrative that is always pushed out. So most Nigerians believe that wherever and whenever US intervene in a case, it usually turn out very successful. So the United States should come. Psychological belief. For people living in fear, the idea of a powerful external help provides hope even if the reality is complicated, is complex. So this is just what we want. We don't care about the consequences, and that is it. And for some reason, this one now is another reason I also look at it. Trump seems to position himself more of like a savior, not a politician. And of course, Trump is quick to promise, quick fix, quick solution, and that is what uh, the people want. The people that are desperate for a way out, they always need a quick fix. We can deal with the consequences later, but then let's have a solution to our problem. And Trump seems to have a lot of it. So that seems to be some of the reason why Nigeria are clamoring for external intervention militarily, despite the fact that we have a lot of negative implication that might result from that intervention. Nigeria seems to be concerned about the immediate way forward. But how did we get here? At some points, you will not really blame the ordinary Nigerian for clamoring for external intervention, because at early stage where this thing was containable, Nigerians keep crying out, but the government didn't pay maximum attention to it. And for a dying person, wherever, whatever it takes him to get help, even if it is temporary relief, he will surely go for it just to get that relief and a little bit of ease for some time. That is the condition Nigerians are at the moment. So for now, you cannot totally blame Nigerians for seeking for external help. But I hope that this intervention will not cause a big harm to Nigeria. What are your thoughts on all of these things we just discussed now? Do you think the intervention is going to end well, or it's just like business as usual? Let me have your thoughts in the comments. This is Sebastian for Nigeria, and here we discuss everything and anything that has to do with Nigeria, geopolitics, security, and even national development. Thank you very much for sticking around. Give us a like.